Testing, 1, 2, 3.
We're good. Not as good as the Java.
Okay. Good evening. Thank you for joining us for this special virtual town hall meeting to talk about recycling and solid waste management here in the village. The reason for me calling this virtual town hall, one is to have an opportunity to discuss the upcoming renewal of our solid waste and recycling contract with Rumpke and talk about some slight changes, a proposal to consolidate tiers, and also cost. I know that that's an important element of any change is to know what cost increases we will see. So I'll get started. We'll share my screen so that you are able to see what I'm looking at. Sean, let me know when we've got this up and running. Okay. Okay, so a quick overview of what we're looking at. Our contract with Rumpke is expiring soon, and we're proposing to extend our contract for an additional 2 years. This is scheduled for our upcoming council meeting on August 17th. That's Monday, this upcoming Monday, August 17th at 7 p.m. Overall, we're looking at service cost increase of around 5% on all service tiers. We're looking to reduce the number of tiers from 8 to 3, and there'll be more on that in another upcoming slide. There will be no changes to our recycling program. So right now we have a recycling program that is a one bin, a commingled bin, where you put all your recyclables into one bin, and Rumpke picks that up and takes it away and sorts it at their facility. We will continue to support the Springs cleanup effort. This is the activity where you put out all your large items that you want to get rid of, and we arrange for Rumpke to drive through our community for a week, picking up these large items. So we propose to continue that effort. Now we are considering a different scenario, and this is only an option that we have at the table. We haven't committed to any changes, but there's a way that we are able to reduce costs by having special waste pickup days. So unlike our current spring cleanup effort where you put everything on the curb and Rumpke picks it up, we can designate 1 or 2 days, such as a Saturday, where you could drop your unwanted large items into a designated site where we'll have large bins. When we say large bins, I'm talking about these large containers, large metal containers, where you would drop off your unwanted items. This would save us some money, but this is an option that we want to leave in the contract as an option. But right now we're committing to the spring cleanup. And if we're able to get a good support for an adjusted activity, we will look into that and propose the activity. All right, so an overview on what's collection here in the village. Here are the numbers over the last 2 years. We've seen an increase in trash and recycling collection. In 2018, our trash collection was 1,116.05 tons of trash collected. And in 2019, that was the 1,154.55 tons. So we saw an increase of about 3.5%. We also saw an increase in recyclables. In 2018, Rumpke collected 489 tons of recyclables, and in 2019, 498 tons of recyclables. So there's an increase in both trash and recyclables that is being collected in our community. I would encourage you to do everything that you can to minimize your trash output. And I don't know, we'll look into educational campaigns to help support that effort in our community, because I think the end goal for all of us is to reduce our carbon footprint and reduce how much trash we're putting in landfills. So more to come on that. All right, so here's our model of service tiers. Currently, this is currently our model is what's on the left side of your screen. These are current services and the rates. Currently, we're offering 8 tiers of service, and they vary from 35 gallons bins up to 300 gallons per bins, and there's the price. We're proposing to reduce the number of tiers from 8 to 3. And the reason is very simple. We have 8 tiers in our current offering, but the vast majority, over 50% of our customers are on tier 1. They use a bin size of 35 gallons. The other half is split between the 65 and 120. So we have all these other tiers that are not used at all. In one case, we have one person signed up for tier 7. So they're underutilized. So we think it'll be better for us and our customers to just reduce the number of tiers. So here it is. We propose to reduce number of tiers to 3. First tier will be 35 gallons, as it currently is. Second tier, 65 gallons. And third tier, 120 gallons. And those are the proposed pricing. We'll see, we anticipate a 5% increase across the board. Now, what if you have a demand for a larger trash bin? Say you want 240 gallon bins. Well, we'll make that option available to our residents by having an additional service for an additional bin. So if you have a 120 gallon bin and you want to get a second bin that's 120, that gets you to 240, and the price will be just about double of what the tier 3 is for a single 120 bin trash can. So we'll make those options available for customers, but we find that it'll be a much more manageable if we worked on those with those customers on a case-by-case basis. You may not always need that second 120 bin. Maybe you just need it for the holidays, for the Christmas season, say it for the month of December. Then you take on an extra bin for a month. So that's how we're looking to manage those services in the future. Okay. All right. Next, I have some slides on what a recycling program looks like. We're proposing no changes to our recycling program. So everything that you're currently able to recycle now, you'll be able to recycle in this upcoming contract extension. I know for some, this may be sad news because we've been working diligently to expand our recycling options to include items number 6 and 7, such as those pill bottles and other composite plastics. Unfortunately, the recycling market is not what it once was. In particular, in our region, there's one key player that manages recycling for most of the municipalities around us, and that's Rumpke. Rumpke is the key market player in this region, and this is the recycling options that they offer. So we have restrictions on what kind of services we can bring you with regards to recycling. We've had conversations with the other haulers and recyclers, and it turns out that Rumpke's competitors use Rumpke's recycling program. So there wouldn't be any value for us to pursue these other service providers because they're reliant on Rumpke as their recycling partner. So a brief overview on the recycling guidelines: paper and cardboard, the plastic bottles that you're used to seeing, the cartons, metal cans, glass bottles, and jars. What cannot be recycled in the cart are plastic bags, hose, chains, batteries, clothes, and sheets. Also, no VHS tapes if you still have those, cups, tubs, hazardous waste, pressurized tanks, car parts, dishwashers, light bulbs, ropes, chemicals, electronics, needles, toys, cords, belts, hangers, wire, pots, pans, and window glass. So these things we're not able to recycle in our bin. Now, last year we did have a special e-recycling option for batteries here in the John Bryant Center, and I would like to say that next year we'll continue to sponsor those activities, but we have to get through coronavirus first before we have such large events. But we're certainly open to having these special pickup days for e-recycling items. Okay, I've got a couple more graphics here that talk about Rumpke and their service. This material, it's not material that I put together or that my office put together, but marketing material from Rumpke. Particularly, I want to highlight the facilities that Rumpke have in Ohio. As you can see from this document, they have 7 recycling facilities. That's why they're a key market player with recyclables in our region. And we want to continue this partnership with Rumpke because I believe they're offering the best recycling programs in the area. Okay. All right, Sean and Philip, I think that's my 10-minute brief presentation. I'm wondering if we have any questions or comments from the public. Okay. Okay, well, this is just a brief presentation we wanted to do ahead of the council meeting that's scheduled for Monday, August 17th. So we wanted to provide our residents an opportunity to see this before the upcoming council meeting. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me or anyone in my office with any questions you may have. We will have more information on this proposal at our upcoming council meeting on Monday, August 17th. We will also have a representative from Rumpke available to answer any questions. So hope that we are able to provide you the information that you need now to think about this. And if you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to reach out to me between now and council meeting or come to council meeting on Monday, August 17th at 7 p.m. It will be broadcasted and via Facebook and YouTube, as all of our council meetings are. And if you want to join for a live comment, please join us via the Zoom meeting platform. So, all right. If there are no further questions, this recording is going to be up on Facebook and YouTube, so you can replay it as often as you like. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Thank you for joining us tonight.